You think they got us that coffee yet? I don't know, I thought it was like 5 minutes ago, but...
I can go bother them and see if they got it yet.
If you could, just real quick. Sorry. Thank you.
Sure. I duck my head around the corner and I yell at some intern.
Oh, what was the name of the intern that was like obsessed with you guys? That did the coffee. I can't remember, but it's that guy.
I want to say Galen.
Yeah, it was something ridiculous. Like he had chosen a name that was so close to Galen. Yeah, that's right. So yeah, I want to say it's that guy. So just so we can all picture that in our head, it's him.
Sure. Yeah.
Excellent energy. Start the session.
Yeah.
I eyeball Galen, whose name I don't know, and ask him to check on the status of our coffee order. You okay?
Well, I will be. I keep trying to make like a fire, you know, in my hands because I just feel like I can't get warm. Well, I think our first plan of action is probably to start checking camera feeds. I think we've got to look at every possible direction after Electric Dreams. Anything that had anything connected to a terminal of some sort, we're going to have to go through that. And it's I don't even know if we should start at the beginning, because who would stick around, right? He's probably gone at this point. So I say we look even further. I say we look maybe 10, 20 blocks away. Hell, just search the whole goddamn district.
I've got a couple of ideas. We can look into any building that pulling a similar power draw to Electric Dreams. We might be able to find a similar facility they have elsewhere in the city.
Yeah. Now, who can we call for that? I forget. I haven't talked to Scott in Power since, probably since the blackout, but maybe I can give him a ring. He might know what's up.
Yeah, I mean, anyone that you can tap. I mean, additionally, I have a device I recovered last night that I believe has the information on the whereabouts of some members of the underground. But the device was damaged, so I would need to work on recovering the information.
Whoa. Well, how you want to go about that?
What does the device look like, narrator?
Oh, so KIA is pretty top of the line equipment that you have, and after the blackout, most everything is analog. Now, what the book says in terms of that time period is that people started using actual etched crystals, where data would be stored, which I think is really cool. So why don't we say that this is a damaged crystal reader, potentially, that is already set up to read the crystallized disc. Now, before we think of like etched crystal as in probably, an actual crystal like in Final Fantasy or something like that, but I think we need to be thinking more like a laser disc or like a CD.
Yeah.
So it's something like that's flat like that, and then it's completely etched, and that's how you're going to get your information. So let's say that the device that you have is something that would connect to this disc and allow you to read it, but you don't really have... You would need it to be paired to the disc. So this specific item does need to be repaired, but it's small, about the size of your palm. The disc is, and the device kind of latches around it, almost like a clamp, almost like a bike tire, how you would have a clamp latching onto that.
Yeah, I placed the device on... I assume we're in Selma's office currently.
Yeah.
Yeah, I placed the device on the desk and gesture to it and say, I don't know exactly how many names and faces it has on it, but I'm gonna guarantee at least 4 or 5, maybe more.
Where
Replicants.
Put this? I mean, shit. I don't even know if I know where this would fit. Narrator, where the hell am I supposed to put this?
That's actually a really good question.
For observation,
yeah.
maybe
Yep.
where I can see, like, I don't even know how to run this. This also might be a build problem, but I'm gonna go ahead and roll and see if I can figure it out.
Yep. So that'll be any sort of tech, and you can have advantage because you have the, it was recovered in the way that it was recovered.
Okay. So advantage, and you said tech.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. Well.
Whoa.
I think you know exactly what this is. But what I
excuse me.
I mean, hello.
Ooh, that's
for
a
those
4.
listening, that was a 4. Oh, goodness gracious.
Okay.
But
Let's get this ball rolling.
Exactly. What I want to know is why you know what this is. That intrigues me quite a bit.
Well, back in the day, and now I'm talking like back in the day, my grandfather owned a farm. And when I was a little girl, I would go to this farm, and it was magical. But, after a long day with working with the animals, you're like, I kind of just want to go inside and, I don't know, look at a screen or something. And he had piles of these, just piles of them everywhere. And they had the silliest little things on them, like checkers, or like a little moving pictures that were just like, oh, this is fun, and it was like, I don't know, for some reason, it was just, he just had all these collections of them, and I was like, well, Granddad, why do you have these? Why do you have all this? And he didn't even blink. He was just like, well, this is history. Oh, this is history right here. This is history.
Okay.
And I thought, oh, okay. Okay, well, I want to make history. I'm going to make history someday, so this is part of it. So I think it was probably that just stuck around, You remember the shape because you remember what shape you want to be eventually. So I just know where to place this thing. And it kind of like fits into a little, oh, there it is. So I was wondering if the computer had one of these. That's funny. It was hidden away down here.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm still recovering from that line you just dropped. Because you remember the shape you want to be. What? Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I think you know exactly what this is. And I think that if you want to try to fix it, Sawyer, you can use Selma's direction because she knows almost exactly what it is. So you can have advantage on, trying to repair this. But essentially, Selma, what you would understand is that these two items have been specifically paired together so that you cannot, kind of like those passcodes that we get now, those like thumb drives where if you lose it, good luck, you're not getting into your shit anymore, period. So it's like that. If you don't have this working piece that is attached to this disk, then, or this crystallized disk, then you're not getting the info. So you would need to, all of that, it's probably got a bunch of very important data on it. But question, this is just so that me and the audience know, this is the first time, like, Sawyer didn't tell Selma how he got this disc, right? Just out of curiosity.
Nope.
Okay. All right. Just wondering.
Didn't clarify.
Cool. All right. Please continue.
So, I guess it just, it fits, goes right in. Look at that. Amazing.
There's probably definitely blood on it, right, Sawyer? Or did you clean it?
Yeah, there's blood.
Do I know?
Yeah, there's.
I think so. Yeah, there's. Yep.
I want to volunteer that you probably. I mean, actually, maybe you don't. I think we should figure out. Does Selma know that Sawyer brought a dead replicant in last night? Or does she not know?
I guess I do now. No, I probably would not have that information. I would not have that information. I think what I wouldn't even know, I would be so out of it that I wouldn't have even noticed there was blood on it until I looked at my fingers and I would say, what the hell is that?
Looks like blood.
Uh-huh. Is it yours?
It's not my blood.
Okay.
I got this off a rep last night.
Okay. All right, okay. Where's the rep now?
She's in the morgue.
Okay.
It's in the morgue.
Okay. Narrator, what day is it? What day of the week is it?
Oh, sorry, I'm still recovering from that cold ass fucking response. Let me check the timeline here. Okay. We were on day 12 for SWAT, which means we are now on day 13, September 21, 2023. Which means, oh dear God, we just had this happen last year. Hold on. I'm pulling up my calendar.
I'm asking if I'm not sure what day of the week.
Yeah, I'm looking right
is.
now here. I realized what you were asking me. And just 1 second. 21 is Thursday. Thursday.
Oh, God bless it. Can't even call Wendy. Okay. I hesitate for a second. I just collect my breath. Okay. Will you tell me what happened? From the beginning, please.
As in how I retired this rep?
Yes. Is it longer than I think it is? Because if it's more than a 5-minute occurrence, Sawyer, I'm gonna need a lot more information. Oh, God. Okay.
I knew this replicant from before the act passed. We didn't really have much of a conversation or relationship in recent history, for obvious reasons.
Okay.
Holden gave me a job to do. I figured it would make sense to start with a loose end I should have tied off a little while ago.
That took some guts. I'm proud of you.
You're not just saying that?
I don't just say things, Sawyer.
I know. Just in case.
What I will say is... if we are going to continue to be partners, this is where you get that last chance, okay? You need to be forthcoming with me. I believe in second chances. So, I'd like you to be truthful, the whole truth, with me. From now on, no matter what, let's look at it as a clean slate from here, because I have told you everything.
I think that's more than fair.
All right. Then let's move forward. Do you want to bring this information to Holden?
These replicants? Once we recover the information, I guess we can decide what to do with it from there, but I assume he'll want to know.
Okay, well, eventually we will need to disclose all of what we know to him. At this point, I'm gonna have to look at it as things I do not know, so that is not something I will report. I'm not sure where our first sector should be, but let's see. Narrator, can you tell me what is on this this device?
I will try. We need a recovery from you, dear Sawyer, just to fix the device that's attached to the crystal.
A tech?
You can, yes, but you get advantage because Selma had an insane role in identifying what and how this works and functions. Okay, well, fine. All right. This, dear audience, is why I did not have it be rolls versus tech versus stealth, etc., etc. Okay, this is why I did the PvP the way that I did.
Oh my lord.
Okay, yeah, you fix it. You
That's a
fix
4.
it. I will tell you, I was going to say, let me just double check my notes here.
Just for
There
the
are
audio's sake, that was another 4.
That was another 4, yeah.
Oh my
on top of
Madness. Okay, so I was going to say that there are 15 names on this list. However, because your role is so incredibly good, Sawyer, would you like more names on this list than just 15?
Than just 15?
That's right.
Say yes.
How bloodthirsty are you? Is what I want to know.
Was there another option for like using that, or is it just more names if desired?
I mean, you rolled a 4. Do you have a counter offer? My dear bloodthirsty Blade Runner.
Other than just like more details pertaining to like where they might be.
Yeah.
As
Okay.
in, like,
So
more concrete information.
I'll give it to you this way. You rolled a 4. You're gonna know exactly where these people are. What I'm asking you is how many of these people do you want to kill? Essentially.
And any that we find on this disc, probably.
Well, no,
stage.
I know, but how many do you want there to
Yeah.
be? Because originally I was only gonna have 15, but if you want, I can give you 30. You know?
Such a heavy burden. Yeah,
Yes.
30. Let's do it.
Okay. Alrighty then. 30 it is.
Jesus.
Yeah. There are going to be 30 names on this list. But to be clear, this is the list that Rose was providing you, that under your dialogue with Rose previously, these are the people that haven't done anything wrong and need help getting out, right? Just so that we're clear that that's what this list is. Okay. All right. So I'll let you role play it out from here. Go for it.
As we recover the technology and we start drawing up the information, and I don't know if it comes with like photographs or anything like that, or
Yep,
if it's
absolutely.
if it's
Photographs,
basically
locations.
like
You're
condensed
not.
profiles, yeah.
Absolutely. Yep. It gives
I
you their
imagine
model numbers, their purpose, their function. Like I shouldn't say function, but what they were doing before, where they lived. You know, it's extensive. Or potentially. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead.
The purpose of what Sawyer and Rose had discussed, it was for the intent of he was going to draft documents effectively for them, so he needed their information in order to do so.
In order to delete their old information and give them new information. So, yeah, it's very, very comprehensive. And you can roleplay as much detail as you want because you rolled that 4. Take it away.
Yeah, I just start pulling up profile after profile onto the terminal. And
Wait, slow down.
There's a fair few on here. More than I expected, actually. Do I recognize any of them?
Would you like to?
I'm flicking through.
With that 4, I'll let you.
Yeah, sure. Let's say recognize.
You are a monster. Yes. Okay. Who do you recognize? Make them up. I'll write it down.
Let's say Theo. Recognize a kind of bookish, like a bookkeeping, like accountant, attendant sort of intended replicant who I think Sawyer probably met alongside Rosetta like about a year back, if not a little longer.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like friend of a friend, and just I hover on this one for some reason, and I can't really put my finger on it, but yeah. It's the only one that I really recognize out of the mix.
Hey. Can I ask what they do? Or do you want to leave that up to... Yeah, like... Because you met them around the same time as Rosetta. I'm wondering if they did similar things.
I think... worked in accounting and bookkeeping, and I think now they're doing that on a more...
Got it.
You know, criminal level at this stage, most likely.
I see.
But just to keep themselves afloat. I don't think they're actually... you know, involved in anything too heavy, but they are, by association, involved in some kind of underbelly.
Got it. Thank you.
Narrator, do I recognize any of these names?
Would you like to? You also rolled a 4, so I'll
Sure.
If you, oh wow, okay, go for it. Who do you recognize? Holy shit.
One of them is Bill.
Yeah, okay. Yep. Oh, are you kidding me, dude? Yes, absolutely. You can have it. Yep. Oh,
I
wow.
say nothing. I don't even realize any of the other names. Everything after that looks like Greek.
Oh, jeez. So is it 30 names total, PB?
Yes. So then my question for you is... do we want this to be every single name on this list is a confirmed replicant, or do we want to be a little bit playful with your damage and say that some are just sympathizers? Not just, but it's equal. The law says they all go.
I feel, well, this is tough.
Yeah.
Because I'm not sure. I feel like that should be up to you, narrator.
Should we roll for it?
Yeah, maybe roll
let's
for it.
chaos roll
I
for
feel
it.
like roll for it.
Because my follow-up question is Bill a replicant on this list, or is he a sympathizer? So let's roll for it. Okay, roll me a 1d2 in the Roll20 for me, Selma, which is just /R 1d2, and 1 means that he is a replicant, 2 means he's a sympathizer, and then 1 means you're well, I guess we can do 1 is pure replicants and 2 is a mix of both, and then we'll roll again for what he's listed as.
Sure. So I got a 2.
Okay,
so that's
so
gonna be a mix.
Yep. Okay, so then roll again, and if it's a 1, he's a replicant, and if it's a 2, he's a sympathizer.
Oh. Okay, wait. Another R. What did you? Yep. Okay, wait. What are the answers again? 1
is if he's a replicant, and 2 is if he's a sympathizer on this list.
I don't want to press the enter button.
Oh!
Thank God! Oh, thank you, Jesus! Oh, thank fuck. Okay, so.
Okay.
So, okay, Bill.
What are you excited about? You still have to kill him.
You mind your business.
It's the type of damage, okay?
My emotional damage.
Yeah.
Okay. Whew.
Well, it looks like I got a new partner, I think.
Fuck me. God bless. Okay.
Okay.
All right. I don't say anything about Bill.
Okay.
Now, I'm sorry, did you specify, does it say whether or not they're sympathizers or
it's going to list,
specify?
Yeah, if they've got a confirmed replicant ID, like they are going to need their eye changed, then they're listed as a replicant. And then Bill, however, there are maybe 5 or 6 of these people listed as sympathizers. However, I have to say, based on the way that you have role-played and described your relationship with Bill, I think you are listed on Bill's profile as somebody that knows him, as a contact that is frequently visits him, that would need to be a loose end tied up. Not that you would need to be killed, but he would have to have a death because someone's going to miss him, kind of thing. And this someone is a detective. So I think your name would be on here. So it's whether or not you try to hide it from Sawyer by switching or standing in front of, or If you
I
know,
wouldn't
you just don't say
try to
anything at
hide
all.
it.
Okay.
No.
All right. So then, Sawyer, I do think you see Selma's name on this list next to Bill, the sympathizer.
I'm trying to
Stand
remember
up.
if...
What the fuck?
You okay?
Why the hell am I on here?
Well, no, you're not.
But I am. That's my name.
Well, you are, but... You know this guy?
Yeah, I know this guy. I've known this guy for a while. His name's Bill. You know,
Yeah.
I should have known.
You and he close?
I thought so. Hell, he knew what I did. For a living! I mean, the amount of times I had talked to this man about my experiences as a Blade Runner and how much he knew and how much I felt like he understood, you know? You know, it would make sense. It really would. It would make sense if the place wasn't bugged because, you know, Bill was amazing at tech. He was absolutely amazing. You know, in a way, Sawyer, you have his spirit. You have that spirit. And that's probably why we make good partners. But Bill would hear me out about these things, Sawyer. He would hear how much replicants bothered me, and I just felt like he was listening sometimes. And it turns out he's on this list, and it would make sense that they thought I was a sympathizer because there were no bugs in that man's apartment. They would have no clue what Bill was talking about in there. His security was absolutely amazing, and it would make sense. It would look like I went in there to fucking help him out. And I'm visibly shaking. I'm sorry, Sawyer, you shouldn't have to deal with this emotional fallout, but I tell you, it is something else.
It's okay. And we can't possibly act on all of these ourselves. We're definitely gonna have to pass some of these along to other runners.
Yeah.
You don't have to be involved in bringing him in.
Oh. I don't think I could forgive myself if I wasn't involved with that. I would want to look at him. I'm not the guilty one here. So, yeah, I will be there.
And I will be too.
Good on you. Sawyer. You did good. This is good.
Thank you. Let's hope the deputy chief agrees.
I have a feeling it's probably gonna go pretty smoothly.
And now we're gonna switch scenes. Skiff, Aroonies, what are you doing?
I just came back from a successful job,
That's right.
and I'm hoping that endears me to Nara, and it lets me, well, hopefully she allows me to use her contacts and her reach and all that kind of stuff to hide out, and I let her know that I'm in.
Okay. Do you want to
And
have that
I'm just-
conversation?
Sure.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yep.
Okay, so this is probably I think it would make sense that you blew it up and then you hid, perhaps with Emma, that evening, right? Lay low, and you're only just now coming back to see Nara, so you can have the conversation about exactly what you did and how you pulled it off.
Okay.
Okay. I also think it's safe to say that she has provided you with a way in and out to either her office or to get into a, Wallace location without being seen.
Okay.
So you're probably not in a super fancy office or anything. But you're there at Wallace now. And you've probably been sitting in in this room here for a good 20 minutes before she walks in, doesn't say anything, shuts the door behind her, and slowly walks to a seat or sits on the edge of the desk and puts her hands in her lap and waits for you to speak.
The operation went as well as it could go. Everything went as planned.
Everything?
All everything that you wanted to accomplish, it's all gone. Nothing usable will be recovered. I used a contact that I've had for a while that's professional, good at her job, and it would be omitting something if I didn't tell you that I saw my former partner as I was leaving. So
Miss
she knows
Whitaker?
that I did it. Yeah. But I don't know if that matters anyway. I'm already wanted. I don't think I could be wanted anymore.
We'll need a new identity.
And a place to lay low.
I can provide both of those things for you.
I was hoping so.
I have one other task for you.
I thought as much.
It's going to be a lot more difficult without that badge or any working way for you to get in.
Okay.
Tyrell has some information that I need.
You want me to break into Tyrell?
Yes.
Well, I'm not saying no, but I just want to know, if you think why you think I'm the best man for this job?
Because you're burnable. You're already damaged goods. They're already looking for you. If you want me to be honest.
I do. And I know.
And you don't know anything that we're doing yet. So if you get caught,
I don't know anything. I understand. Do you have, do you have joy in your life?
yes.
So it comes back.
Depends on why it went away.
Because right now it feels like I'm doing the right thing, but I'm not feeling good about anything. So I'm just hoping that when all this is said and done, or somewhere in the middle, I'll find some happiness in there. Or comfort, at least. So what's the job?
I think you have to learn to look at the bigger picture, Skiff. Your joy is going to simultaneously be in the smaller moments, the brief things that pass in between your sorrow and your pain, and also the knowledge that what you're doing will make a difference, but maybe not for you or for the generation after you, but for the one after that.
All right. I mean, that's what I thought I was doing with the LAPD anyway. I'm trying to make a difference. Trying to do what was right. So, is it just me? Do I have a crew?
It's just you. Unless you want to acquire a crew or call on anyone.
What's the gig?
I have a section of floors where this information could be stored. I need you to get in, acquire the information, and get out. It was an experiment that Tyrell was running.
Okay, how will I know what I'm looking for?
We're looking for an EMS project. It's a bunch of data. I'll give you a way to retrieve it.
Okay.
It's
I
most
just want to let you
likely
know I'm not that tech savvy.
I don't think you need to be. Once you're in, if you can get on the floor where it's stored, I'll take care of the rest.
You gonna be in my ear the whole time?
No. Because then you're no
So
longer
I'm going in
burnable.
blind and alone?
That's right.
Good God, I am expendable. Do you have a plan for getting me in?
Do?
Well, at least there's that.
It has to do with your new identity. I can get you on or around the floors where we suspect that the information is being contained, but I can't get you on the exact floors. So at that point, you're going to have to take over.
Okay.
This type of project that they're running is usually a bare bones crew.
Is there gonna be wet work involved?
Maybe. Hopefully not. But that's always a possibility.
Well, like I said, I might not be a cop in name, but I'm still a cop in my brain. So if I can avoid killing, I will.
That's our preference as well.
Good.
These analysts probably have no idea what they're working on and the full scope of the project. They're just collecting
Cog in the
data.
machine.
That's right.
I know how they feel.
It's at this point I set my pen down and I lean back on the desk. The information that I had for you, maybe a file, something like that, I set it down on the desk and I fold my hands in my lap.
What's the time frame?
Skiff, what is a case you worked that you were proud of?
There's a few. Are you getting at something?
I'd like to know.
Well, before I was a Blade Runner, I was just a detective. And this wasn't even the case I was on. I was going door to door, I guess, and I was asking about this incident that happened. And as I was going, I knocked on a just random door. Open up. Father and daughter. Daughter was in the living room. I could see her from over the shoulder of this guy. Huge guy. Had to be 6'8" if he was an inch. I look over. She's crying. I could absolutely see that she had been abused. And I played it off, played it like I didn't see what I saw. Called in for backup. Did some research, or called in the guy. Find out that he has a history and a rap sheet. And that he's living alone. Single father. But he's in no way a father. And I took her away from there. I remember she didn't want to go. But a little while later, I don't know, 6 months, a year, I get a message from her. She's doing well. She wants to be a dancer. And she's going to art school or whatever, wherever dancers go. That felt good. Did that work for you?
No matter what happened at the end of your career with the LAPD, you changed that girl's life. You were doing good. You were doing the right thing. And whether or not you ever joined the LAPD, you have already made a difference. Many of my children understand, love, and have empathy and compassion for humans because of an experience you had when you were young.
Is that all? I pick up the file folder. I don't want to seem like I'm ungrateful. It's
You
just,
aren't.
it's weird being back on this side of the law again. Feels like coming home. I don't know if I like it.
Welcome home. Is there any name you like for this new identity of yours?
Yeah. Lake.
Lake it is.
When do I start?
Right away. What else can I provide you? What do you need? Other than a way in.
I'm assuming there's like floor layout, blueprints
Floor
or
layout,
something like
blueprints I have.
that. Okay.
Key cards and access you're going to have to improvise once you get there.
Who am I? To Tyrell.
To Tyrell, a janitor.
Okay.
Janitor Lake. And you've already been working there for at least 4 weeks. All that data has been provided and falsified. I will provide you with your schedule, where you live.
I'll commit it to memory.
I imagine this is the last place the LAPD will look for you.
In the Tyrell building?
That's right.
Last place they could look for me. That place is a fucking fortress.
Yes, it is.
Look at me and answer me a question. And be honest or I'll know. Is this a suicide mission?
I think that depends on whether or not you can find joy. And entirely up to you. But it is
You're not
dangerous.
sending me in there. You're not sending me in there to die, right?
No. Let
Okay.
me be very clear, Lake. I need this information. And I did debate on who to send. Someone I trust, that I know is capable, but highly valued, or someone I trust that is capable, that is burnable.
What's to stop me from using this as leverage against you?
Nothing. Trust. You're either in or you're not in. But I think you're in. And let's be honest. If I gave you a small mission that wasn't even worth your time, I think that would be an insult to both of our intelligence. Don't you? That's not a test. That's busy work.
Well, I just hope you're not giving me too much credit.
We'll find out.
I'll be in touch when the job's done.
Here is your new contact number. And this is the one that you will need to contact me. And I hand over another sheet. It's got all of your, your whatever your email equivalent would be, your vid phone number and all that kind of stuff. So check that in about 30 minutes for your new IDs. Good luck.
You too.
When you have money, you don't need luck. And I walk out. What do you do now?
Well, I pick up the KIA and I call Selma and I tell her my exact plan.
I did it!
This is what's going down. Friends again? Friends? No, I grab the KAA or grab all the information, file folders, whatever.
Yep.
And I look for my new address.
Mm-hmm.
And where is it in the city? Is it near the Tyrell Corporation building?
It is not near the Tyrell Corporation building, just because that's like a little bit of a fancier area, and she has set you up kind of closer to the Wallace-esque building, like let's say Sector 3.
Okay, so
but
like
in a very
further
forgettable
north?
area. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, cool. All right.
Yeah.
So it's far away from downtown,
Yes.
which is good.
So not a lot of people will be able to, well, I mean,
Okay.
nowhere isn't packed in this alternate reality of LA in 2023,
Right.
but
Just
it
someplace
is going
I
to
don't
be,
walk around.
yeah, exactly. It's going to be easier to hide you here in this sector, and specifically areas of this sector. There's also easy way for you to get to and from Wallace from here, but also to and from Tyrell from here without maybe necessarily getting seen. So she has provided that to you. I will let you know that you do, at least with this, you have a way of having Bob and Galen contact you with this new number, should you choose to use it. I don't know if you know how to contact them, however, at this stage.
I don't.
Okay.
I would. Well, I mean, they know at least one of my old haunts.
Yep, I know. But I'm not. We don't have to say anything about that because they're up next. We'll let them figure it out. But what I will say.
No, I would.
Oh, you would go. Oh, yeah. Okay.
No.
Okay.
No. How far is it from where we are to my new domicile?
Wallace is in, I believe, Sector 4. Let me just look at the thing. Sector 2, Sector 4. That is correct. So yeah, I'm gonna say that it's probably 30. Whoa, what is happening? Okay, it's about 30 minutes or so, probably. I don't see why not.
Okay.
From
I'm
where
just
you are.
wondering, like, she said start immediately. I'm wondering if there's enough time to go there.
Yeah, there's enough
go-
time. When she says immediately, she doesn't necessarily mean right this second, but you're gonna need start your prep time immediately. If you're gonna
That's what I meant.
if
Yeah.
you're gonna need somebody like, you know, Galen or Bob to help you, then you need to go recruit them right away. You need to let her know if they need new IDs or whatever, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
clear in the information that she gave you that you have a budget to hire people if you need to, but they need to be either completely burnable or completely oblivious as to your relationship to her, all that kind of stuff. You know what you're doing, but you do not have to do this solo. And I think it's pretty clear in there that you do not have to do this alone. So, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Well,
What do
then
you do now? You're going to
on
go.
my way, I take all the information.
Mhm.
I grab a train or a cab or whatever
Okay. Mm-hmm.
to my new place.
Okay.
On the way there, I call up BB's.
Yeah. That is so
And,
crazy.
Hold on one second. Let me just spin a minute. Let me just get the names right.
Flynn.
Flynn, thank
Yep,
you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I call up BB's and I ask for Flynn.
Do we remember anyone in chat what her accent was? Was she Southern? Was she Irish? What did we do? I think for one of the bartenders I made Irish.
I don't think she was either. I think she was just
She was just normal? My normal voice?
yeah, a normal cool bartender sauce.
Okay.
Like not super loud.
Yep. Okay. So then, yeah, you'll have a vid window with Flynn. And, yeah, she will go ahead and answer.
Okay. Hey.
Hey, what the hell happened to you?
Don't ask.
I redact my previous statement.
I have a favor to ask of you.
Okay. I can tell by the way you look that this favor might not be entirely... This is a big favor.
I'm not asking you to do anything untoward.
What about illegal? Could you clarify that for me?
It's
Nope.
not illegal.
Okay, all right.
No. What I want you to do is if you see these two men, and I send her an image file of Bob and Galen.
Okay.
They might try to get in touch with me.
Okay. Are you okay? You need anything?
It's a long story, but no. I'm, well, let's just say I'm not a Blade Runner anymore. But that's a long story for another time.
Did you go
What
there?
I need you to do is stop asking me questions. I love you.
Sorry.
Thank you for being concerned.
Yeah.
I appreciate you, but
Okay.
I just need you, if you see these two men,
Mm-hmm.
and I send her my number, my new number,
Yeah, okay.
give them this number.
Okay.
Don't write it down. Don't do anything. If you could commit it to memory,
Okay.
I would appreciate it. Because
Yeah.
I want you to
Yeah.
delete this message on your side.
Okay.
Just let them know that's where I am if they need to get in touch with me.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
I may not see you for a while. Just want you to know that you pour a good drink.
One question.
Okay?
Is this because of what I gave you?
See you around.
Cool.
And I
All
go
right.
back to my apartment and start reading up about the job.
Okay. Perfect. And we're going to go ahead and switch scenes then. Galen. Bobberino. Where are you two? Last we left off, you were running in the street. Correct? Yeah. Running away from gunfire that you did to break into somewhere. You got a whole bunch of information about what Sam was up to and maybe what he was doing. You tried to get his attention on his own security cameras and things like that. But he didn't show at that time. And you fired to get into the building, and then now you're running away from it, right?
Are we also skipping to the next morning along with where everyone else is sitting?
I don't know. It's up to you. We can skip ahead to the next morning, or we can finish you running away to where you hid. Or you can tell me where you two would have gone to hide and lay low.
I think I think we would have found any gutter that was relatively warm, unless Galen, unless you had an idea of somewhere better to stay in for the night.
I have a few different ideas. If you suggested that we would stay, just kind of bundle up someplace, I imagine that I would make a suggestion.
All right. I think that whenever we found a place that we were both sufficiently hidden and not comfortable, but whatever we were going to get for the night, I think there would have been a pretty long conversation. I would have let Galen in.
No.
Everything.
We're doing that then. We're doing that. We're doing that scene. You don't get to get out of that, RP.
Right.
Okay.
So while bundled up and sort of close, I would hand Galen the blueprints that I snagged. I don't think there was a lot of talking along the route, but now that we're here, I hand it over. What do you make of this?
This looks like... I mean, this is Tyrell.
Yeah. So
Sam had these.
yeah. From the indications here, he was gonna go inside. You know, I didn't want to linger there for too long, so there could be more back there, but he wanted to get in. You know, maybe he was looking for information on him, maybe he has a different plan, I don't know. Maybe he's tied to this stuff that's... I don't know.
Bob, what do you want out of all of this?
I need to find him. I need to find Sam. There's... so many bridges burned at this point, and I don't know what to do.
I don't know if I have an answer for you. I don't know where to go next, other than that I know that I want to help you. And if you need answers from Sam, well, it looks like Sam is headed towards Tyrell. We didn't hear anything about it. That doesn't mean that it didn't already happen.
Right. Right.
If that's the case, we have a few ways we can proceed. We've got some contacts in Tyrell. I don't really think they're going to care very much about what's going on inside the LAPD. But that's a high priority target for the team.
Yeah.
We'd have to think about how we're gonna make our way in. It would probably have to be quiet.
Yeah. I mean, if he was able to get in and get out, even if it wasn't reported. And I'm pointing at the blueprints right now. I don't know how good these entrances still are at this point. You know, there was a layer of dust on this and everything else. It had been a couple weeks, I might guess, since he'd been in that warehouse.
So most likely not there anymore.
Yeah.
We'd be asking questions. Or taking information from Tyrell.
Yeah. It's dangerous, though.
Yeah.
You know, but maybe he was able to get in and get out without being seen. I mean, this leads somewhere very specific. I just... you know, was he working for somebody? Was he just doing this himself? Is he a part of this underground?
Does it matter to you?
Yeah, it does. Because if he's done this, if he's a part of this underground, maybe it's not as dangerous for us. Maybe I can find him in an easier way. But I don't know how to find him. I mean, that was the whole thing, right? We were cops. And there's this group of people running around. So, we couldn't find him then. How do we find him now? Can't go back to Electric Dreams. I'll have it canvassed.
Yeah, that place is burned.
Yeah. We can try and track down Skiff, but I don't know where to start. He had something with one of them.
About that bar we went to. BB's.
Yeah, he did seem to know the place. It was seedier, which is why we went, but maybe.
Gotta be careful in BB's.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's right near our precinct.
Yeah. You sure you want to come along for the ride? Galen, this is... I mean, I just want to know, even if it kills
Bob,
me.
listen to me. I'm gonna put a hand on your shoulder and I'm gonna look you in the eye. The second that we stop being Blade Runners, was this moment of my life where I just didn't know where to go, who I am. That was my life. And I chose to let that part of me die. What do we have left is the question. We have who we are and what we do. Now, we could just run. I have enough contacts that if you wanted to just leave, I could probably find a way out of the city. But you still have questions that you need answered. And to me, that's the most important thing in my life right now, because it's important to you. And if that means that we can find Skiff, well, that's even better.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. You know, I want to apologize, and I don't know why.
For what?
I don't know.
I'm gonna do something that you might not have seen before. I'm gonna start laughing. And I grab your other shoulder. Bob.
Yeah.
You got nothing to apologize for.
It's okay, buddy. It's okay. I think there's a few more pieces of my family I need to find, and then yeah. And then we run. We'll figure it out.
Okay. I gotta be honest with you, though. I really don't have too much of a desire to sleep in the gutter.
No. Me either.
Look. There's still a few people that owe me some favors. Rich people. They wouldn't expect us there.
Okay. Let's do that. And then, let's get some rest. We'll get cleaned up. Some. We'll go to BB's. See what we can find out. And if we don't find anything, I want to go to Tyrell.
Okay.
I need to see.
Okay. Worst comes to worst, you can give Karen a call.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good idea. All right, where are we going?
John.
Okay.
Caught him running, pleasure models. Not exactly his.
Okay. Sounds good.
Managed to get out of any sort of prison. I worked out a deal. Let's find a vid phone.
Yeah.
And I think we switch here, actually. Unless we want to skip to BB's.
I don't know.
Maybe a good time to switch.
I think so. All right, back to Selma and Sawyer. All right, you two. Sorry, Speth. Can you go again? You were muted. My end, not yours. You're good. Sorry.
Hello?
Yes,
Okay. Can you hear me?
I can, but there's something weird happening. You sound doubled or like a robot, maybe a little bit.
Okay. Can you hear me now?
Yes, perfect.
Is this better?
Yep,
Okay.
perfect.
Great.
Okay.
All right. Cool. Sorry about that.
Uh-huh.
So we're in, are we in my office still? Or, because at this point we should have had our coffee, right?
Yes. Yeah, you can
Okay.
be wherever you would like to be. I don't know if you want to talk to Holden or
Okay.
if you want to, we could roll to see two things actually is what I wanted to do. At some point during this session, when you feel it is roleplay appropriate, we're going to roll to see if you find anything on Sector 3 on Skiff, or if you find anything on the other two as well, since they do end up moving locations. So
Sure.
anytime they move locations, I'm going to let you guys roll for it, but we can include it narratively if you like.
Okay.
And then the second thing is I have rolled. Natalie does come into the office today. So it depends on what y'all want to do. Do you want to go talk to Holden, or do you want to talk to Natalie, or do you want to figure it out together in character first?
I say we figure it out in character.
Let's do it.
So, we are... All right, we're done with the coffee. We're at the office. And do we see Natalie come in, or are we?
I think you're probably waiting, right? So you probably have your terminal lights up with her badge being used. Like, oh, she's entered
Okay.
the building. So if you guys want to be outside the elevator to intercept, you can be. You can also wait for her to go to her desk, like whatever. But I'd say you guys have been waiting for her to arrive on whether or not she's going to. So yeah. She arrives
Okay.
same time as always, though. I will say that. You know, she's usually about within a same 10 to 15 minute time window of arriving at work every day. So it's not like she's particularly early or late.
Okay. I say we're just waiting at her desk.
Okay.
Fresh cup of coffee ready for her.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Oh boy. All right then. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. How are
Hey,
you
Nat.
feeling today?
Much better, thank you.
Good. Good to hear. How was your evening?
Good. Good. Are you blocking the way to my desk right now? Like, are you sitting so I cannot
No.
access the terminal? Okay, all right. all
No,
right.
no,
Okay.
I wouldn't want you to feel
And now,
uncomfortable.
oh, of course not. Okay, so I'll sit down. And you know, I'm setting my coffee down and my bag and everything. Is everything all right?
Yeah, I think enough things are all right now. But there are still a few things that I think we need to tie up, maybe some loose ends that are worth taking another gander. What do you think, Sawyer?
Yeah, plus I think it's just better that you hear certain things from us rather than through the grapevine at this stage.
Okay. Oh.
Just a couple things to catch you up on.
Okay.
So where should we start?
For catching me up?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Do you want the good news or the bad news?
I say we start with the bad news first. I like starting with bad news. Makes the good news a little bit more worth it at the end.
Okay. Bad news it is then, I guess.
Narrator, we're fully aware of Electric Dreams up in smoke and everything,
Oh
right?
yeah,
And-
absolutely.
And Skiff's
Selma was there.
And Skiff's
Yeah.
involvement.
The question is, I don't know if everybody else knows about Skiff's involvement because I don't know what Selma divulged to the rest of the team.
Ah,
But
right.
I'm assuming
so
Selma
actually-
told you. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I'm
do you think we've divulged that to others, Selma? Or are we keeping that?
No.
Yeah.
But I think we had a conversation earlier where she knows what she's seen, but she doesn't know why, so she's leaving it until she can figure out the rest of the puzzle.
Yeah.
Or
Gotcha.
at least that's the hope.
Okay. Okay, bad
All right. Well,
bad news first, I guess. Did you find Skiff? Is he okay?
I guess that's what this is about. You wouldn't have seen the APB that got put across all the channels yesterday, I'm wagering.
No, I just got to work. I just
Yeah.
got here.
We have 3 rogue Blade Runners.
What? Rogue.
Yeah,
oh.
3 people have... Well, 3 rogue as in they've put their badges up and they've chosen to oust themselves from the department, and they've staked their claim with that of the sympathizers and the replicant underground.
Yeah. It's a shame, really. Actually, I want to say you're probably pretty good friends with one of them. If I had to work on assumption. Where do you think Skiff is right now, Natalie?
I don't know. He did not reply to his vid phone message that I sent when I was in hospital.
That's a shame. I thought you might have his location. At the moment, he is one of the Blade Runners that has defected and has refused to do his job.
I'm sorry, this is just a bit of a shock for me.
No, I imagine so. It does come with good news.
And what's the good news?
I don't think you're the mole.
I don't think I really care about that right now, Sawyer, but...
I think you can afford to care about it a little bit.
I knew I wasn't a mole, so it's not something I was particularly worried about. The truth would find itself eventually. I'm sorry, how long have you known this? How long has Skiff, and who are the other 2?
I'm getting bored.
Bored with what?
Bored with you.
Okay. You can leave
Natalie.
my desk then.
I think we will. And you know what? I think I'm gonna go talk to Holden. I'm gonna go tell Holden about you and Skiff. I'm gonna go tell him everything that I have seen personally. I'm gonna tell him exactly what I saw in the terminal. I'm gonna tell him.
Okay,
I'm gonna
you
tell him
do
that I
that.
think you are some kind of sympathizer. Is that what you would like right now at this particular instance?
You think that I am a sympathizer because I was helping a coworker? What is wrong with you? I was helping your partner.
My partner who happened to defect from his job. And I would
Exactly.
ask you not to
And
yell
what
at me.
are you not considered a sympathizer because you were super close with him, were you not?
Was being the key word there, Natalie. Now I ask you again, do you want me to bring this information to Holden or not?
I don't care what you do, and you cannot threaten me with fake information. The truth is what is important, Selma.
That's right. I actually agree with you on that. Well, since you didn't answer my question, we will leave you be. Enjoy your coffee.
Thank you. Holy shit. I need to make a roll. 2 rolls. Sawyer, I need to make you to make your roll, which is tech at disadvantage. And I need to also make a roll. Where are you, Miss Natalie?
I'm going to push that.
Yes. Okay, give
No
me
dice.
1 second. Let me just put this up here. Oh, I have no idea where to put this now. You rolled a 4, correct? Or no, 0. 0
No,
tech, and you
I rolled a
pushed.
0.
And you rolled a 0. Do you want to tell people what you were doing, or should we just let it go?
You can let it go.
Okay. All right. I need to do... Wonderful. Am I on advantage right now? Nope, I'm on normal. Okay, cool. So for those of you who could not see what I just rolled, let me switch over here for you for a second so that you can see the screen.
And Natalie?
Yeah, Natalie, I got very lucky. Natalie rolled a 3 on her manipulation roll just now and a 4 on tech. All right. What do you two do now?
I go to Holden.
All right. Fucking go. Holy shit, dude.
I'm just...
All right, I'm ready.
I'm walking.
done.
I'm walking and talking in Salma's ear as we're walking.
Yeah.
Babysitting this woman and trying to pretend and trying to beat around the bush like something's not going on.
All right.
I think we're gonna have to assign some people to follow that one.
Yeah. I'd say more than a few at this point. I head on up to Holden's office. Sawyer, I assume you're coming with me.
Oh yeah. You know, just say it's really hard to be bad cop when you're around.
Well, you know what? I've always hated the concept of good cop, bad cop.
I knew you'd
You know
say
what
that.
I like, Sawyer? I like good cop, efficient cop. You don't need to be the bad cop to get things done. You just get them done. You look at the truth, and then you write that truth down.
Agreed.
Okay. I wonder if Holden's even in right now.
Oh yeah, he is. He basically, I think it probably looks like he did not go home last night. Because the whole raid, and then everyone was looking for information, and yeah. So he probably slept here at the office. But the door is...
Knock.
It's open.
Morning, sir.
Good morning.
How are you? How are things?
Not great.
Okay.
Not great. The raid didn't go as planned. So what are we going to do about that?
Well, Sawyer and I have some ideas. What we're gonna do is, I think we're gonna try and look at some footage, maybe reach out to the other sectors, see if we can't catch him before he makes it to wherever he's headed.
We also have a list of over 24 names of replicants and sympathizers associated with the underground.
Confirmed?
As good as confirmed can be, yes.
And how do we know this?
Information retrieved with the replicant that I retired last night, per your request,
Right.
Deputy Chief.
It was very quick of you.
I work very quickly when given orders.
Let's see this list.
Sorry.
God damn it, Zeke. Let's see this list.
I hand him the
Okay.
the
Data.
device.
Wow. Okay. And did you redact anything from this list, like Bill? No? Or the
Fantastic
fact
question.
that you're listed as a known associate?
Nope.
Nope. Okay. All right. Oh boy. Okay. A couple questions for you, Sawyer.
Mm-hmm.
How did you know that that replicant would be carrying this list?
Because she told me she would be.
Expand?
Because when I fight an enemy, there are no tactics that are off the table in order to acquire said information. I had a contact with a replicant from well before the act passed. I was able to dredge up that relationship and put it to good use. One last time. The results are in the morgue if you wanted to double check.
I've already seen it. Close range. Extremely close range. Well
and
done.
at this, I lower my glasses a little.
I look through the list that you've given me. I assume that you're giving me a paper list data after you've gotten it off of the crystallized information here. So I'm looking through this list. I think you see me stop at Bill and the mention of Selma's name, but I say nothing. I just look at it and slowly flip through until I go through all 30 pages in silence. Then I close the stack of paper or the file that you've given me. I lean back. So this is your next operation then?
Yes, sir.
Why did she give you this list of names? Why was she going to have this list of names?
Sawyer?
She earnestly believed that I was going to help her.
With what?
With helping these people.
How?
Because of my skill set, sir. She was mistaken.
Or was she?
No, she wasn't.
No, you misunderstand me. Is there not a chance to get all these people in one location? Because they think you are helping them?
That is entirely possible, sir, yes.
Then I think that's what we do.
Of course. I imagine that from any of the ones that we recovered that we may be able to find some information about the current whereabouts of the underground.
So you want to spare some?
I don't know.
Only
if
for the
spare's
sake of
the right
interrogation.
word.
more of a delay on execution at best.
Sir, a known contact of mine is on this list.
I see that.
He goes by Bill.
I saw that too. Is this going to be an issue for you?
No. But it could be an issue for the LAPD. This man has contacts to God knows what. And I can tell you that he is not an easy person to track. He doesn't work with bugs. He's got a radar like a hawk. So,
he worked for us.
I think
once upon a time, correct?
yes.
I thought I recognized his name.
Yeah.
What do you propose, Selma?
Not to delay.
Yeah, we learned
Not
that
to
mistake
delay,
last
because
night,
I
didn't
think-
we?
I'm sorry.
We learned that mistake last night, didn't we?
We certainly did. I think he's probably, at this stage, he's probably well aware of the kind of danger that he is in. So I propose we move quickly and bring him in. As far as I know, sir, this is a direct connection for me. Not one other single person on this list. Bill, I know.
My eyes start to Sawyer and then back to you. All right. I trust your judgment.
Appreciate that, sir.
One other thing. Natalie?
What about her?
She and Skiff seemed very close, and I think we just rattled her cage a little bit and just talking with her. I wouldn't be shocked if she flies the nest.
Right.
Might be good to have some people allocated to making sure she doesn't do anything too crazy.
Noted.
If you can spare the manpower.
Noted. This is shaping up to be a very big catch, Sawyer.
I hope so, sir.
Dismissed.
Thank you, sir. And I stand.
Now what?
I say, that coffee's catching up with me. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. Be right back.
Sure.
I go into one of the stalls. I'll pull out this little analog-looking device. Looks like one of those flip phones from back in the day. Narrator, can this be my personal item?
Yes, absolutely.
It's a BlackBerry. It's like a little pager thing. Bill has one.
Oh, Selma. Okay.
And I text him. R. Gotta put in 3 for R. 4 for you. And 3 for N. And I just text him run. I put it away. Flush the toilet, get up, wash my hands, look at myself in the mirror, And I ask myself what I want. And then I leave the bathroom.
Sawyer, what do you do while Selma is gone? It's not long.
I am multitasking a little bit. I think on one hand I am scanning feeds, police reports, anything I can to try and track our 3 rogue Blade Runners. Which I assume is almost like a rote action at this stage.
Mm-hmm.
And on the other hand, I think I'm doing exactly what Holden's asked me to do, which is start setting up, finding the language and the locations to set up this 30-odd innocent people.
Yeah. Can you do me a favor? I'd like for you to roll observation, please. And that's not at advantage or disadvantage, just a straight observation roll to see if you saw something in that scene, but I didn't want to interrupt it. 3 observation. So I think when you walked into Holden's office, there's no doubt you didn't see the forms on his desk about instating you as a Blade Runner. I think there's also no doubt in your mind he left it out purposefully for you to see, and it wasn't signed yet. All that was missing was his signature, and he left it there for you to look at.
I think on it, but I try to push it from my mind. Just a matter of, for me, it's just if I do the job as well as I've been doing it, then it shouldn't be a question.
Right.
At this stage. I guess I wonder if I've misstepped at all or anything but along the way here, but I put all my cards on the table.
All right. Back to the 2 of you really quickly. Let's do those rolls to see if you get any hits on our individuals while they are in travel. And then we will switch. So we're going to do one for Skiff. So Skiff, I'm going to need you to go ahead and roll a stealth. And then both, either Galen, I think it should be Galen, to be honest, or Bob roll the stealth. But the reason I'm saying Galen is because we're going to see Galen's contact. So it's either stealth or a connections roll. Meaning you guys are just like flying under the radar, you get lucky, or your contact is so good that they don't betray you, kind of thing. But it's going to be one or the other, and you can choose what the roll is.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It will be a connections roll.
Okay.
Is that the same goes for me?
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
You can do yours. I think would be straight. Either one, stealth or connections. I'll allow either one.
Okay.
One's a body and one's a mental stat. So if you're not strong, you can just pick whatever you're strongest in, but we'll role play it differently. Okay, so for the both individuals rolled
I'm gonna push.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm gonna push the 4.
Holy shit. Go. Okay, 3. Okay, all right. And
I
what
knew
about
I was better than that.
You, Galen? Will you be pushing yours as well?
I will not.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to say that obviously this is still a success. Skiff, we will role play yours because we're switching to you here in just a second. But you guys don't get anything, at least on their slip up. Now, if you want a chance to roll something extra, Flick, for potentially laying a trap, I think you said, for Natalie. We're gonna go ahead and do that right now.
Okay. What am I rolling?
So previously you tried to slip a bug on her person while you were right there. But I will now give you an opportunity to not do a physical bug because you failed that roll. But do you want to lay a trap like on her PC or, anything like that? What do you have in mind for her?
Good question. Does she have a personal vehicle, or rather, does she have a departmental vehicle?
She does not have a departmental vehicle. Those are requisition only, and she's not a field officer.
Gotcha. So she doesn't have a vehicle. Then, I mean, the device, I'd have to get physical access to a portable device, and she doesn't have a KIA either. I think that was mentioned.
Yep, that's right. She's not a field officer either. She'd have to requisition one. Yep.
There's no laptops in this world.
Not really, no.
I guess it would just be an attempt to like breach her communications then. It would be anything where to listen in, because I imagine she has a vid phone or whatever
she does.
Whatever the communication device is.
Okay.
So I would try and breach that or leave some kind of tracking on that.
Yep, absolutely. Okay, so let's go ahead and roll a tech roll, straight tech.
I have scientist. Does that come into play here?
I don't think so, and the only reason I say that is because I actually rolled really well for Natalie earlier, manipulation 3 and a tech 4. So you're going to need to get a tech 4 or higher. Well, I don't even know if you can get higher than a 4 to do this. So
I would need to.
You need to push
that
one
6.
You need to push the 6. That's correct.
So I won't succeed unless I push the 6 and
unfortunately,
roll a 10 or
just
higher,
because
basically.
she rolled a 4. So you can maybe get an inkling of information, but you're probably not going to get anything super
we'll
juicy
try it.
unless you match her. Oh, okay, you've matched her. Wow. Oh my God. Okay, so you want to watch her communications. So what I'll give you now is that she definitely did reach out to Skiff. There was no response.
I don't know who I'm rooting for.
That moment of like, oh God, oh no. Yeah, well, yeah, so I'd say that you get in, it's challenging. And I think it's safe to say that you notice like there's a bit of setup from her to kind of make sure that this isn't happening. Like you notice that, but also you would do the same thing, especially if you were being accused of, I just lost video. Especially if you were being accused of being a mole. So I feel like there's a little bit of paranoia. It's not an immediate sign that yes, she's absolutely up to something, but it does strike you. You do notice it. But you do see that she did try to contact Skiff immediately after you both went in and talked to her, or you vid phoned her about him being missing and whatnot. And if you want, you can listen to the voicemail that she left. Yep,
Absolutely.
Okay, yeah. The voicemail is just her saying, "Are you okay?" You know, the other two, Selma and Sawyer, stopped by and they were acting very strange. And they said that you were missing or something, or I'm just worried about you. Could you please call me back? Please, I hope you're okay. And that's it. She just sounds extremely worried for his safety and confused a little bit. And she contacts him maybe twice more that evening, but there is no message left, and obviously no reply back, no call back from.
This is from yesterday. To clarify,
yeah, this
right?
This is when you guys stopped. You vid phoned her, called, and let her know. Yeah. And then there's been nothing yet, but you do have this bug now on her things, so you will know who she contacts.
Excellent.
Yep.
Okay. And then for trying to track the Blade Runners, is that a tech roll again, or?
I'm sorry. What was your question? To contact the other Blade Runners?
No, sorry. The tracking, or like looking at the footage, the camera feeds, etc.
Oh, they rolled their stealth to hide from you guys, because otherwise, it would be you demolish them. But yeah, so that is laying the trap for Natalie. So yeah, okay.
Gotcha. Awesome.
Yep.
All right.
So we're gonna go ahead and switch to Skiff.
Alrighty.
What does your plan look like? What are you doing?
Well, I'm I'm reading over like how I'm gonna get into the building.
Yep.
And I mean, if everything looks sound, then I'm going to study the building layout and see if all the ingresses from. I'm guessing you said I'm not on the proper floor. I have to go up 1 or 2.
Yep. It's like 3 or 4 different floors that are selected for you as potential options for where this information can be. It's
okay, so the information can be on 1 of 3 floors or 4 floors.
That is correct. 3 floors, we'll say. Because I like 3. Yep. Right. And I think when you're looking at it, and just for the sake of you, the player, understanding what you're looking for, and I'm sure you picked up on this, but you are actually looking for the one-shot episode where the analysts were doing this project. So the information that Skiff is seeing now is that this is a closed cell environment where these people live here. They're not allowed to leave. So your only way in is probably cleaning crew or something of that type. But it does mean that, you know, it's going to be an enclosed environment. Not a lot of people are going to be there. You might not have to do too much wet work, if you do it, if everything goes well.
But I will have to find a way to get up to these floors, and I'm sure there's
you're going to have to get a key card to get to this floor. You can get into the building. You're on as an employee. You've been there for 4 weeks. You are on as a janitor, but I think.
Can I roll to see if I can? Because I don't know if Skiff is good at sleight of hand or like pickpocketing or whatever, but he might have a contact that has like a card copier that I can.
Oh hell yeah!
Put in my pocket or
absolutely.
something, so I can just like kind of be next to somebody or bump up against somebody and like boop, and like copy their.
Let's do it. So that'll be a connections
magnetic
roll.
strip.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm guessing connections.
Yeah.
Okay. I will roll a 4.
That is
4
a
successes.
4. Okay, so yes, I'd say there's definitely a way for you to get this. The device is as small as you need it to be, very discreet, and it will do exactly what you need it to do. So what I'll do for this, since you're rolling in advance, because this is a planning stage, is when this happens narratively, you just describe it. You've succeeded at it because you rolled a 4.
Okay.
So when you break in, when we get to that point, you can just decide who you're stealing the key card for.
Okay.
Jeez, so many 4s today. Holy shit.
I know, it's been fucking crazy, man. So I call up my contact. Mm-hmm. I have him meet him, or I have him meet me like halfway between my place and his place. Not telling them where I am or anything, but just like meet over here. We meet. It's a pretty painless transaction. It's fairly new tech, so it's something he's been working on, so he has it readily available. It's not like something like vintage or whatever.
Okay, and
so
it's like his own creation, so you also don't have to worry about it being tracked, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, yeah.
Exactly.
You're like, by the way, for those listening, 2 is a crit, and he rolled a 4, so he basically double critted here. So whatever you need this to triple, whatever you need this device to do, you've got it. But also, it won't be tracked. You using this device, whatever you need narratively to explain that. So, go for it.
Okay, so if I can like use this to my advantage,
yes, you can.
Then I would say,
and I encourage you to do so.
This new tech, it doesn't even register on the computer that the door has been opened and closed.
That is mental and so smart, you son of a bitch. Holy shit.
It automatically erases its own tracks.
All right. Holy shit. Okay. That's good. I'm encouraging you to definitely lawyer me stuff right now with these rolls that you guys are getting, because they might save your life against your fellow players.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Basically what I picture it doing is it creates an error after, it's like you use the card, it opens for a second, and then the card tells it that it's an error, and it closes it. So there's a little bit of time that I have to actually open the door. Okay. But it tells it that it's an error, so it doesn't register as an actual door opening.
Nice. Wow. Okay. And is that for... I mean, you have rolled a 4 here. Do you think Skiff would have given his Tyrell badge to this person to edit your badge to be able to do this so you don't have to scan somebody else's? Or is that Skiff giving away too much info to a stranger about his plan, do you think?
Shit, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay.
I apologize.
No.
Can you say that one more time?
Yeah. So do you think you would have this individual, this contact of yours, modify the badge that Nara gave you for Tyrell? Or are you simply asking for the device so that you would still have to scan somebody's device, like card?
Yes, I'd still have to scan somebody's device,
Because
yes.
if you asked him to modify the card, it's giving him too much information about what your mission is, right? Is that why? Yeah. Okay, I figured. Okay.
Yeah, no, I don't want him to know that I have anything to do with Tyrell.
Yep. Okay. Also, I believe...
It's too much noise.
Yep, I agree with that. And I am no longer calling you Skiff, right? I am calling you Westlake, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, Wes or Lake, whichever you prefer.
Lake's fine.
Lake is fine. All right, Lake. What else do you do? What else do you think you need before you break into Tyrell?
I was gonna say fake mustache, but nah, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna go that far. I am going to need probably something I'm thinking now. Tell me if I'm going too far, but I'm thinking of like a mechanical retina, like a mechanical eye.
I will yes
might be
and
able
you,
to, like-
but it won't be mechanical. It'll have to be an actual eyeball because that's very Blade Runner, and they did that in the first film, and it's only 2 or 3 years after the first film. So I don't think you'd have a mechanical one, but you could have an actual eyeball.
Okay.
If you need. What are you thinking for this eyeball?
Wet, sticky eyeball in my
bag.
pocket.
Yeah, in a bag. Well, okay, but what is the eyeball for? Is it from somebody at Tyrell? Is it? Because what we could do.
The reason why I said it was the reason why I said it was like a robotic eyeball is because it can fool a retinal scanner.
Yes. So what I
didn't think it would be easy to get a retina that would actually scan properly, like from someone who works at Tyrell.
So let's. I'm yes anding you. You're not. It's not robotic. It's synthetic. Because they don't do the mechanics too much, but it's basically an eyeball that is ready to be etched or used or whatever, and you have this fucking crazy ass device that you clamp onto the front of the fucking eyeball, and you basically program it to put whatever retina registry you want on the eye, like to make it so that it's whatever design you want. Yeah. Okay. What else do you want to bring with you? Gross.
the ooey gooey sound. I would probably bring. Let's see. I would ask Nara if she had either some way that I don't know about to subdue people, or a gun with a silencer.
Okay. I hope you didn't delete all of your requisition points, your promotion points off of your sheet, because this is the moment where I tell you you are going to be able to use those promotion points now with Nara and Wallace Corporation to get you things you might need for this mission the way you would the LAPD, but obviously we're going to do different flavor text.
I did delete them, but I know how much I had.
Okay, perfect. So you can go ahead.
It was a round number. I had 10.
I think you were, okay, perfect. So you can use those now to requisition anything like drugs if you want to, for putting people to sleep or whatever. But basically what I need to know from you is everything that you're bringing, because if you don't say it now, you don't have it when you go in there, because this is a very deadly mission.
Okay.
Okay.
Then, I didn't know I was going to have to go shopping. I got to get out my catalog. I got to get out my Sears catalog.
Yeah, I mean, it could also just be anything
Circle
that
the stuff
you need.
I want for Christmas.
Yeah, exactly.
Leave it out for my mom. Remember when we did that? Like, here's the Toys R Us catalog. You just tell Santa what you want by circling it.
PB is like, no.
No.
Okay. Let's see. And just so you know, like, we were middle class. Like, I didn't get everything that I circled. It's just like, it gave my parents an idea of what I wanted.
It's cute.
And they're like, Santa said you could have the super soaker or these two smaller things. Like, the super soaker then. Let's see. Well, what page is that on? The inventory stuff.
Hold on. I have to get my book out. I have a little thingy here. Nope, that's promotion points. Please hold. Please hold. It's back here, though. I'll tell you that. It is on page, I believe it, 192 is where you can get some synthetic stuff. The LAPD mainframe, there's a list of medical services and stimulants on page 186. Your weapons are on page 184. Hold on. And the whole thing tools start.
There we go. Okay.
Yep, on page 174.
I gotcha. Okay.
I think a recommendation that I have for you would be a bootleg KIA.
Okay. That. I don't think I should need to spend points for that because I think that's what Nara gave me.
Yep. Okay. Perfect.
Okay.
Wow, I love that lawyering. Well done.
Well, I mean, she gave me a new number, a new KIA, so I'm like, I shouldn't have to buy that from her. Let's see. Is there like a silent weapon?
There is actually. It's an add-on to the compact, I believe. To the gun.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see here.
There's grenades and everything as well. So what we can do, if you want to take your time shopping, is you can lay out for me the basics of what you have. Like, I want a weapon, I want this, I want that, just so that I know what you're bringing with you, and then we can do the details after you've had time to like browse through and shop and get specific. But I basically need to know, will you be having a weapon with you? Will you be having armor?
Yes.
Yeah. And what kind?
Armor.
No armor. Okay.
No armor. Too hard to hide.
Okay.
The weapon, I will have if what you said is there, like you can tell me where it is, I will get that.
Yep.
The subcompact with the silence.
Yep. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So you will have a gun, basically, is what I want to know. You're going to have the ability to get it in there, and then you're also going to have no armor. So that's the big one. What else do you do while you prep? And is your plan basically as soon as you get all this shit, you're going to go in there?
The subcompact is one cost.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know where the attachment is, but let's see. You're in restraints. Stimulants. Oh, I will get an instant fix.
Yep. Okay. Good.
With the health pill, decontamination pill. It basically just heals a point of health.
Yep. And will you get multiples of those?
Nah, I think one's fine.
Are you sure?
I'm sure, babe.
Okay.
Where the fuck? I can't find any attachments like to.
Don't worry. There's definitely a silencer attachment for at least one of the guns. So either way, we'll get you the subcompact or we'll get you the normal one that has the silent attachment.
Yes,
Okay.
the mechanical function of the silencer appears to be requires an observation roll to spot shooter. So is what the silencer seems to
Yep.
Oh, okay.
mechanically provide.
Yep.
Gotcha. All right.
Okay.
So in order to see me, they have to roll observation. Got it. Okay. Is there any sort of like, do I need to crack anything tech-wise?
No, other than
Okay.
the key card, which you did beautifully with
Yep.
your connections roll.
Cool.
So now it's just a matter of like getting in.
Well, I mean, I can like
finding the
honestly, like, that
floors.
seems like something I would spend the points on.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is the key
connections.
card
Yep.
cracker?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. That
So
makes sense to me.
we'll do that.
Um,
We'll get So we got a gun with a silencer.
Uh-huh.
We got the key card cracker. We got
Yep.
the eye. We got the
You've
pill,
got
the
a
happy pill, or
stim.
the health
and
pill.
then you also spent money on a way to put people down, right? Without violence, like a chloroform type thing.
No, I was asking if that was
Oh,
available.
yeah, that is available. Yep.
Okay.
You absolutely can do that.
Okay. I mean, I'm sure that would be
Yep.
close to, if not all, my 10 points.
Okay.
So
Wonderful.
we'll do that. Cool.
Is there anything else you do before I step in with something that happens to you?
I call up Selma and I'm like, bitch, you goddamn no.
Hey.
No, I
You're
call the
intrusive
courier
fella.
service to see if my poo in a box got there.
God dang it, who keeps sending me poop in a box?
Poop in a box.
Poop again.
All right.
No, I'm good.
Okay. In that case,
Yeah.
you do get a call on your new number.
Okay. I answer it, but I don't. I mean, I press the button.
Mhm.
No view screen. But I wait for the other person to say something.
There's no view screen on the other end either, by the way.
Okay. That makes sense.
Yep.
Hello.
You got my message.
Good to hear your voice.
Yours too. How you holding up?
Keeping it together.
That's good. A lot to ask about now.
I'm with someone.
Oh yeah? The someone I know? Someone I don't know.
Someone you know.
Good. I'm glad that someone is there. I'm sure you understand why I had to do what I did.
I know all too well.
Did you hear about the party at the club?
Only recently.
Yeah, I saw our other friend there. Well, ex-friend there.
Did you now?
Yeah, she arrived just as the party was getting over.
And you're still alright?
That remains to be seen, I guess. But, like you said, I'm holding it together. So, I'm on my way to another party.
Are you now?
You know me, party animal.
Do you have party favors?
I do. Did you want an invite? Party could get, well, party's at a pretty exclusive joint. And, I'll be frank, I could use a wingman or two.
You might have two. depending on how exclusive.
Well, problem is I have an invite, but I might have to sneak you guys in the back door. You okay with that?
I'm a big fan of the back door.
I remember. All right, well, if you want to talk about what we're wearing, I think we should meet.
I think that's a good idea.
You got a good spot?
Yeah. Someplace out of the way.
Okay.
I'll send you the details.
Sounds good. And don't worry, it's KIA have it's new. Safe.
Roger.
All right.
Stay safe.
You too. And tell our friend. I think he's doing the right thing. Tell him that he's a good man.
I'll try.
Do that. See you in a little bit.
We good?
Yeah.
All right.
I sent him details for meeting up in a spot they wouldn't expect.
Right.
Nearby for us at least. But we got no reason to go there.
All right.
It's busy enough that we wouldn't be picked out.
Oh. At this, I immediately just like... Right. Sir. Okay.
Skiff said the same thing that I did.
About
Not your fault.
Okay.
Let's go.
What's that?
Let's go.
Yeah, I know. I'm following. I think as we're walking, I'm looking around, not too much, but like not aggressively looking around, but I think it's been a long time where I felt this much out of my element. I think fingers are flexing at my sides as I'm walking, and there's a bit more of a nervousness to my bearing as I'm trying to follow, trying to think about not standing out, which I don't know if that's making it worse, but even with some rain falling, I think you'd see a little bit of sweat drip down.
You catch a pair of eyes as you look around. Maybe it's your training, maybe it's second nature, maybe it's just luck. But you're
I reach
being
out.
followed.
I reach out and I poke at Galen as carefully as I can.
What are you doing? We gotta get going.
I'm using my eyes and my body language as much as possible. Where are you in relation to us? How far away?
I want to say about 30 feet around the corner, alleyway. Back to a wall, but I'm standing casual.
I grab Galen and stop him fully.
What are you doing?
Just I walk towards this individual.
I'm trying to get an eye line on where Bob is headed.
I'm approaching cautiously. I have my hand inside my jacket. I get within maybe 10, 15 feet and stop.
I'd say you were hard to follow, but I'd be lying. You two are an eyesore.
Who are you?
Who do you think I am?
I need you to answer that. I can't.
Why is that?
Because either I know you or I don't know you.
And which one is it?
I don't know. Sam.
Bob?
I walk up to him and I give him a hug. Is it you?
I think as you try and hug me, I take a quick step to the side.
Is it not you?
I'm me, all right.
No.
2018. 2018, you and I... We met someone, right? I point to my ring.
You don't understand. It doesn't make sense. Sam, it doesn't make sense.
What doesn't make sense?
I don't know.
I don't make
know
it make sense for you.
I don't know if you were married. I don't know if she was your sister. I don't know. I can't. Nothing makes sense, Sam.
8 years in the Force, huh?
It doesn't... My memories aren't... I don't understand, Sam.
Tell me. What's my favorite color?
Red.
Have we ever been on vacation before? 8 years, Bob.
No.
What's my favorite sports team?
I don't...
How do I take my coffee, partner?
Why are you doing this? What are you doing?
What am I doing what?
I don't understand. I don't know, the Clippers, you like it with a little bit of cream but not too much sugar. You get really pissed off. I don't know.
Wrong. Wrong. Wrong.
What the fuck are you talking about? How's that wrong?
Tell me. Bob. I'm curious. I don't sleep at night. I don't sleep at night. Do you sleep?
No, I don't sleep. What are you talking about? Sam.
Sam Harcrow, right?
Yes. And Chio. Where's Chio?
That's the thing. Isn't it?
What the fuck are you talking about? Come on, Sam, please.
Tell me. You witnessed a miracle, right? With a cop?
Yeah.
As a teenager?
Yeah, you know this story.
I think I more than know the story, Bob. I've lived it.
What the fuck are you talking about, Sam? What are you talking about, Sam?
There is no Sam, Bob. I was Bob too.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Yes. I'm deadly serious.
No.
That's right.
What the fuck are you talking about?
My Sam. I was told he went AWOL.
You did.
I did I? Well, my Sam. When I found him, before I put 2 in his chest and 1 in his eye, you told me, one day, someone's gonna come looking for me, Sam Harcrow. And I put him down.
No. No.
Think about it.
No.
Think about everything. Yes. I have the proof. I found out. And so now I'm here. You know what's the funny thing? Bob. I still hate replicants. But I don't know if it's because it's been put in my head or if it's who I am, or if I even have control over who I am now.
I sit next to the wall. I slide down it. I pull the gun out and I hold it. And then I just sort of let my hands drop into my lap. So who am I?
I suppose whoever you want to be. Robert?
I look up at Galen. What the fuck? What the fuck? Galen?
This doesn't change anything.
No.
The only difference now is
She wasn't real?
listen to yourself.
She wasn't real.
None of it was.
Why? Why?
You'll get over it.
What the fuck? Fuck you.
I know I did.
Get over it. Get over it. Yeah, okay.
I extend a hand towards you, Bob.
I take it and I stand back up. Get over it.
I put a hand on your shoulder. And You're still my best friend, Bob.
Fuck, you're my only friend.
No.
It's Skiff. You're just... Oh. Okay, no. And we gotta go meet up with him.
I look at Sam. And then I look back towards you, Bob. What about him?
Fuck if I care. What are you even doing? Was that you? Did you make it in? Did you get in?
Yeah. I got in. And I'll do it again. And again. Until these motherfuckers pay. It's all I have left.
That's all we have left.
That's right.
Yeah. Okay. Well then, if you want to, come on.
Lead the way.